Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about Modern Warfare, at least mostly for the multiplayer side of things, if anything, and how I really feel about this game now that I actually had the chance to play it when the beta was available for the Xbox players, and I guess PC and PS4 at the same time as well. And I did actually make a video talking about this game, talking about the beta, my thoughts and opinions, and kind of a review overall when we were able to play the beta when it was out. But I feel like in that video I was not being completely honest with myself, and I wasn't expressing my full opinion at the time with you guys during that time I actually made that video, and I think I just wanted to wait a little bit and see what my thought process is like later on and during the week or something like that. And so here I am today making this video, and I'm expressing myself what I really think about Modern Warfare, and I'm going to straight up say it. I do not like this game. I did not enjoy my time during the beta. I'll be completely honest with you. I really did not enjoy the beta. Now, that's not to say that I won't enjoy the campaign, because the campaign does look to be pretty good, and I'm excited to play that part of the game, as well as Spec Ops. I am very curious what else they're going to do with Spec Ops other than the survival mode and the missions that are going to be available. But with the multiplayer, which of course is a huge part of the game, probably the biggest part of the game overall, I just didn't enjoy it, you know. I don't know, I just really didn't enjoy it. And maybe the reason why I didn't enjoy the beta was because I was getting my ass kicked. Probably about 90% of the time I was not doing very good. I was getting my butt kicked, I was getting spawn killed, I was going up against PC players that just had extraordinary aim that I can never like do with myself on my own controller, you know, on my Xbox. And maybe that's the reason. Maybe I didn't enjoy the beta because every lobby seemed like it was sweats, and I know a lot of people can agree with me. I saw a lot of people talking about how like every lobby they'd get into was a bunch of sweat, and so people were assuming there was going to be like skill-based matchmaking here in the beta, and that seems like there's a rumor going around, people starting to think that, but I don't hear much people talking about it anymore apparently. So I don't know, maybe that's the case. Maybe I didn't enjoy the beta because I was sucking, I was going up against good players, or I'm not really entirely sure what the deal was. Admittedly, there are some problems with the multiplayer, like these spawns definitely need to be fixed in like standard 6v6 multiplayer, and I'm not talking about like the 20v20 or the ground war mode. I'm specifically talking about the 6v6, at least in team deathmatch, especially on Hackney Yard or something like that. I can't remember the name of the multiplayer map, but I just know spawn killing on that map is super easy to do, and I just felt like that was happening to me a lot, and there's nothing I could do to get out of the situation. Also, the time to kill is very fast. This is something I'm not entirely a huge fan of. I mean, it's something I could probably adjust to, kind of like we saw in Call of Duty Ghosts. But the thing is like, I wish there was a little bit more health. I feel like I just get melted by every gun that gets shot at me, and I wish that really wasn't the case, because maybe I'm just used to Black Ops 4 having like lots of health in that game, and with the manual healing and all that stuff. So I'm not sure, maybe I'm just not thinking straight when I'm saying I didn't enjoy the beta, but I really didn't. I honestly did not enjoy the beta. And you know, looking at this game from a factual standpoint, seeing all the things that are in the beta, or at least not in the beta, but just in the multiplayer itself, from what we've seen in the beta anyway, and they just seem great. You know, we got crossplay, we're going to have free DLC, everybody's going to get DLC at the same time. The loadouts, I actually really like the way the loadout system works. You can have 6 attachments on your primary and secondary weapon, and still have your 3 perks, equipment, and of course your specialist package, or not specialist package, field upgrades is what they're called in this game. I guess there might be specialist packages in this game, I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like that from what we've seen recently in their like kind of recent breakdown of Call of Duty Modern Warfare videos or whatever they've been showing on the internet recently. And so I really like everything about this game. Like, everything I see just seems so great. Even before I got my hands on the beta, I enjoyed the gameplay I saw. I'm like, man, this game looks like it's going to be way better than Black Ops 4, because, you know, I didn't mind Black Ops 4 at all, but everything just seemed copy and paste in Black Ops 4. There was no really original content in Black Ops 4, and that was very disappointing. But here in Modern Warfare, everything just seems original. Everything just seems new, but yet it still feels like a Modern Warfare game, and that's what I love. But for some reason, as a gameplay perspective, when I finally got my hands on the beta myself, I felt like I just didn't enjoy it, and that really disappoints me. It actually upsets me greatly, because I thought I was going to enjoy this. and I just don't. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to cancel my pre-order. I don't plan on it. I really do want to give this game a second chance and see how I feel when the full game does come out, and just see how it works from there, because you know, there could be other multiplayer maps that I haven't tried out yet, and those could actually play way better than the ones in the beta, for my opinion, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I still want to play the game. I still want to make videos for you guys, whatever that content may be. And of course, the Spec Ops, right? I'm very excited to play these Spec Ops missions. However, of course, I won't be able to have access to survival mode because I play on Xbox, and I'm sure you guys are well aware. I'll have to wait an entire year in order to play Spec Ops, and that's completely ridiculous in my opinion, because first of all, the next Call of Duty game is already going to be coming out by the time like survival comes out for me, and that's just like, well, I'm not going to care about survival. I'm going to focus on the next Call of Duty game, which is probably Black Ops 5. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I really had high hopes for this game. Everything about it just seemed so good, and everything still seems great about the game. But when I played it as a gameplay perspective, I just didn't enjoy it gameplay-wise, and that really bothers me. I mean, you know, like I said, maybe I just had really bad luck during the beta. Maybe I was going up against sweats and just a bunch of try-hard PC players or something, and when I do get my hands on the game itself, maybe that won't be the case, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. Although I did go on over like a 15 gun streak at one point during the beta, so I mean, it is possible for me to actually perform well in the multiplayer, but of course it does seem like it doesn't benefit rushers, I guess is what I could say. It seems like camping is very promoted into it, just because you can lean on objects, you can head glitch behind objects, and of course when you're doing that, you're standing still, which is also known as camping towards the Call of Duty community. And there's a lot of features in the game that do kind of make it gameplay wise a lot campy, kind of like we've seen in Call of Duty Ghosts, and it's a real shame because it seems like it's the only way you can perform well when you play the multiplayer. If you try rushing, then you might get lucky and perform well, but most of the time I feel like you won't, and that's a huge problem with me because I don't really like to camp or play conservative, whatever you want to call it. I like to actually rush and try to be successful at once in a while, especially with SMGs, and of course shotguns seem completely broken. I don't understand how I get hit markers point blank. I'm sure they'll fix that eventually, but anyway, that's how I feel about Modern Warfare, you guys. I just have to express myself here in this video, just giving you my full thoughts about Modern Warfare and how I'm not very happy with the game just because I didn't enjoy it from a gameplay perspective, but everything else seems to be okay, of course, other than me not being able to play survival mode. But nonetheless, you guys, that's really it for the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos later in the future, and I shall catch you guys later.